Hello and welcome to a special episode of Cosmic.crow Tarot. This is a reading for the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. As you can see, I have all the cards already laid out, so you don't have to watch my version of shuffling. Got first position, second position, third position, fourth position, and then the bottom of the deck. I also have this nice card from the astrological oracle cards that represents Capricorn. I'll read you that in a minute. And we have all the crystals that relate to Capricorn to connect to the energy. Fluorite, black tourmaline, garnet, red tiger's eye, emerald, snowflake obsidian, smoky quartz, and malachite. The deck we'll be using for your reading, Capricorn, is Tarot of the New Vision. I didn't choose this deck myself. I used my pendulum, which is right here, and it swung wildly for this deck. So I truly hope you enjoy its message. Before we get to the cards, though, I will read you the meaning from this book, or guidebook that comes with this deck, to tell you a little bit about Capricorn. Capricorn is the goat, or the goatfish, as you can tell from this illustration. The planetary ruler is Saturn, and the motto is I control. The constellation of Capricorn shows a creature with a goat's body and a fish tail. The earth practicality of the goat may be driven by a deep emotional need for control and security, just as the sea goat is driven through murky waters towards shore. Rules and tradition keeps serious Capricorn feeling safe. I love learning about the different zodiac signs, and while we don't all have the same signs, obviously there's 12, 13 depending on who you ask, but each one shares its own unique qualities. Like Capricorn, for example, being the cardinal earth sign of the zodiac, I feel like they're the most creative sign of the zodiac. You give them time and give them the stuff they need and they'll create anything. I used to work with a guy that's a Capricorn, and he said he got bored one day and made a radio out of a pop can. That's definitely unique and creativity at its best. I really don't know any other signs that are that talented when it comes to just making random things. My dad's a Capricorn too, and he told my mom once, you draw the house or design the house and I'll make it for you. And they did it. 9 months later, I was born. So that's just perfect divine timing, or whatever you want to call it. I'll stop talking now and I will get on to your reading, Capricorn. Let's start with this first card. First card is the Four of Pentacles, and the question I asked when I pulled this card before I actually did the reading was where you are presently. As this is a four, it relates to a strong foundation, and I feel like that's very important to you, Capricorn. Making the strong foundation for yourself and your loved ones, and really working hard to achieve that financial success that you feel you need in order to have that strong foundation. Now, the interesting thing about this deck is it's based on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which shows the character here. He's facing this mountain of green with no tree, no town or anything like that. He's sitting off by himself. In the Rider-Waite-Smith, you see his front, and you see that he's surrounded by nature, but the town is behind him. Here, though, you can see what he's facing. Perhaps, since this is a Capricorn reading, I get the feeling that sitting here alone with your thoughts, it's kind of giving you an idea of what you could build on this mountain. Or finding time alone and spending time by yourself to really connect more with nature and feel more grounded. So right now, where you are presently in your life, I feel like you're really focused on holding on to your funds, perhaps growing them into a little bit more, and feeling financially secure and safe in your life right now. The next question I asked was where you want to be, like in the future. Where are you aiming for? And for that, you receive the Hermit. Again, this is the card of like spending time alone and being by yourself. And maybe the stresses of life lately have caused you to feel overwhelmed and you're looking for that alone time. Perhaps that's why you're looking at this mountain. You want to climb it and sit at the top. Perhaps that's what's shown here. And you want to sit with your thoughts and just think things through before you move forward. I think it's interesting in this card. You can see a snake going towards the character as he looks forward. It's like it's going to bite him, but he doesn't know it yet. Snakes are symbolically connected to transformation. You know, they shed their skin and they start something new. So perhaps that's what you're looking for in the future. You really want something to happen. You're ready to create something new. Seeing as winter is now behind us and we're into spring, spring's a perfect time to start creating something and building something new. So maybe you're seeking that alone time so you can really connect with your thoughts and decide what that something is that you want to create. Next question I asked was how you can achieve this. How can you achieve this alone time to spend time by yourself and really connect with your higher self and get to know yourself? I said self way too much there. That card to come up was the Ace of Swords. Aces in tarot are considered gifts from the universe. Not yet tangible, but the idea before the action. I call the Ace of Swords the aha card. Because it's like that bright idea, the light bulb going off in our heads that gives us that new thought. So as you're sitting with the mountain in front of you, connecting to nature and keeping your money to you, really lighting the darkness within, you've got that sword and you're trying to find the truth within to really connect with your higher self and create your life, what you're working to create. I feel there's a strong message here that you're really seeking that time alone from everyone else. Perhaps that's what you're wanting to make in your life or build, is a safe space for yourself where you can be yourself and you can create, just have a creative space where you can do your own thing and no one will bother you. I feel like the sword that's shown here is just taking control of your life and saying, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to create. And the sword can represent maybe the hammer or the saw or whatever you need to build this sacred space or this special space for you to just enjoy yourself and spend time alone. One of my favorite songs is an Asking Alexandria song called Alone in a Room. And I always say that's the Hermit song. And whenever I do written out readings, which are my favorite, I almost always quote that song, because a lot of times all we ever need is to find that alone time in a room, just all alone, spending time with ourselves. And that's what the Hermit really speaks of. Looking within, getting to know ourselves, and shining a light on the darkness. Really taking control of our lives and finding the victory that we seek. Listening to our intuition and finding the truth in our lives. Like I said, the aces in tarot are considered gifts from the universe. They're not yet tangible. They're the idea before the action. So if you want to achieve this goal of alone time, of building that place for yourself and spending time by yourself, you've really got to find the time to sit and connect with your higher self and find out what the truth is to you, what's really important to you. The final question I asked before we get to the bottom of the deck is the message your guides, the universe, God, your higher self, however you want to see it, what message they have for you. That came up as the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, as you can tell from the illustration, sort of, is a card of choices. Seen here, see the character looking at all the choices he has in front of him. Wealth, city life, spiritual, a snake again, I believe that's a dragon, and victory. So as you're faced with what you want to do with your time and what you want to create with your life, your guides want you to know that you have a lot of choices in front of you. It's entirely up to you which choice that you make, but there's a message of caution when the Seven of Cups appears, that some of these ideas or these choices that you are faced with aren't quite real. You might be able to find victory. There's no reason you can't. You can find the knowledge you seek. You can find the spirituality, any of that really. But some of these things are real and some of these things are just fantasy. Maybe they're just not meant to be. The only way you can truly know this, though, is to really sit down, again, find time for yourself and look within, and decide which one of these choices is best for you. As I said in the beginning of this, there's no sign, I don't believe at least, that is more creative than you, Capricorn. So I believe that any choice that you make, anything that you want to create, you will be able to do it. You know that everything takes time to create, focus, dedication. And I truly believe that you have everything you need to succeed. Just find that time for yourself and really think things through. Check out all the details and stuff before you actually take the leap and begin this new idea. If anybody can create something out of nothing, though, it's you, Capricorn. Now we'll take a look at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that always shares an extra message with you, maybe an overall message for the reading, and I like odd numbers, so we're going to stop with 5. The card given to you from the bottom of the deck, Capricorn, is the King of Pentacles. Again, we see the back of the character here, not the front, much like what we began with the Four of Pentacles. With the Four of Pentacles, as I said, fours represent a strong foundation, but the King is the leader of the suit, so I feel like he represents a strong foundation too. And I get the feeling that's what's really important to you, Capricorn, is focusing on creating a strong foundation for yourself and your loved ones and building something, like creating it. The King of Pentacles, as with the Four of Pentacles, it relates to earthly possessions, material desires, and stuff like that. And you can see from the illustration, the back of this throne, here he is fighting a bull, and there he is sitting with his scepter and his pentacle. But this king has experienced a lot in his life, and now he's just sitting reflecting on the life that he has accomplished so far. The sky is bright yellow, which yellow relates to creativity, sunshine, and positivity. And again, that's what I feel you are all about, Capricorn, is creating something out of nothing and bringing beauty, positivity, and light into the world. When it comes to zodiacs and the different signs of the zodiac, each one has a major arcana card, a minor arcana card, and a court card relating to it. And yours is the devil. But before you think that that's terrible, it's really not. The devil represents like vices and material, earthly possessions. And you're the one that's able to create it. You can bring your dreams into reality and create them better than any other sign that I know of. So if this is your ultimate goal, Capricorn, and you want to be the king in your life or the queen and lead and feel success in your life, know that you can do it. You can do absolutely anything you set your mind to. I feel the overall message of this reading is that desire to find time for yourself and face all those choices that you have in front of you so you can really decide what you want to create. I feel you are already leading in your life. You are the king or the queen of your story. But you're ready to get out there and create more. Find time for yourself. Look within and really learn the secrets of your soul. I feel like you're really there for everybody else all the time, but you're really craving that alone time where you could just be yourself, have your own thing going on, and create something beautiful. If anybody can do it, it's you. Just find that inner leader, pamper yourself a little bit, and know that you're right where you need to be to succeed at anything you want to bring into reality. Now, as I said, this is a reading for Capricorn. If your sun sign is not in Capricorn, that's December 21st to about January 20th, that doesn't mean there isn't any Capricorn energy in your chart. You might have your moon sign in Capricorn, your rising sign, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, any of them. Personally, the only planet I have in the sign of Capricorn is Neptune. If you're curious as to where the different planets are and houses are in your birth chart, feel free to send me a message and I'll be happy to help you find it. You will need to know the time of your birth and the city you were born in order to find out most of the things. Like your rising sign, it changes about every 2 or 3 minutes. So you really have to know the time. but I'll be happy to find all that information out for you. Just let me know. Social media, email, comments under this, that works too. I really hope you enjoyed this reading, Capricorn. If you want a more personalized one, again, send me a message, comment underneath, send me an email, and I'll be happy to do so for you using any of my decks. You can choose, or we can let my pendulum choose. But I really hope you enjoyed this. I truly believe in you, that you can create anything you set your mind to. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.